Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope everybody is well rested. And we're all gearing up for Christmas. We've come this far. We've come through COVID. We've come through the ups and downs, and nothing stopped us. We're here now. For all of you out there who, one way or the other, suffered tragedy this year, either through COVID, through illness, through loss of job, through whatever, I pray for God to heal you. I pray for God to restore you. I pray for God to put his hand on you and to remind you daily that he's there for you. Welcome to the Inspirational Anna Show, the show that aims to inspire, educate, and bring out the best in you. Today we have two women coming on, and let me tell you, we're talking fire. We're talking women on purpose. We're talking women who take what they do seriously. And so, as usual, I'm going to give you my poem for today. And I always pick my poem based on the guests that I have. And because today I have two women on fire, here's the poem that I'm giving you. It's called Soul of a Storm. She has the soul of a storm and the freedom of the wind. She has eyes like the stars with moonshine within, with the strength of the sea and lightning in her toes. She dances on the breeze of change wherever she goes, hotter than a volcano and deeper than the oceans. A whirling, swirling myriad of feelings and emotions. She's a daughter of the earth, primordially inspired. Listen to this. She is water. She is wood. She is earth. She is fire. All right. So without further ado, let me introduce this water, wood, earth, and fire. We're talking to Svetlana Ratnikova, founder of Immigrant Women in Business. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Here comes Svetlana. She is fire. Hello, Svetlana. Yes! Let's pump it. Let's pump it. I told you, we haven't even started and you already feel the energy. I don't know about you. I feel the energy. I'm ready. Let's do this, Svetlana. Let's not waste any time. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Svetlana Ratnikova. You described it perfectly well. I am a fire, water, wood, but I guess the biggest word that I would describe myself as love. I believe that anything that we do in the world, as long as we love each and every human being, each and every butterfly that comes our way, each and every moving piece that comes our way, we love unconditionally, we're good to go.
Then we're good to go. Love does it all. Love is freedom. Love is joy. Love is strength. Love is courage to go on and do what we have to do. So how did you find my poem?
Fantastic. I love it. I mean, we need to go back to basic, you know? My son always says that all the wisdom in books, bang on. I mean, it's all there. We need just to go back to basic. Instead of playing on the phones.
Let's go back to basics. Let's go back to love. Let's go back to courage. Let's go back to caring about each other. So, Svetlana, there's too much going on with you for us to waste time.
Yes.
Right? So far, we haven't wasted time. I think we've inspired people already. All right? So, you're the founder of Immigrant Women in Business. That's just a small aspect of what you do, right? But We all know the struggle of immigrants. We all know what immigrants go through, the fear, the feeling left out, the all the things that immigrants have to deal with in a new country. So please tell me the why immigrant women in business? Tell me.
It comes always on. It comes with our personal stories, right? I mean,
Mm,
our personal stories they allow us to, if we work hard and permit ourselves to find that courage to be who we are in this
mm-hmm,
country, we all can,
mm-hmm,
and with the help of friends and mentors, and fighting each and every day for that meaning and purpose in life, we can do that. We can find that. But again, it's your personal story, and I think that each and every that's one of the reasons why Immigrant Women in Business was born. Because me personally, who's the head of the organization, I truly felt that I could help women.
mm-hmm,
I knew that I wouldn't be able to help everybody to start and to scale the business and to live the life with the full spectrum of financial freedom. But it's not even that. I mean, I knew that by opening something in kind of community spectrum, I would be able to give hope to a lot of people,
mm,
to bring
mm,
people like myself who have a lot of connections, and with combining all those connections, we'll have more resources to help other people.
mm,
That's really
mm,
what it is.
mm.
And it's like any business, doesn't really matter, for profit, non-profit. That's the value that we bring to people. That's important, right? And by ourselves these days, we cannot do much. So it's a power of collective, a power of togetherness.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whatever. It's a non-profit, for-profit. Doesn't really matter what type of organization. The name of the game today is collaboration, partnerships. We all kind of build our own tribes, but
Mm-hmm.
now it's an ability for leaders to work together, which takes a lot of courage. It's a next level of development,
Mm-hmm.
personal
Mm-hmm.
and professional development. It's not easy to work with leaders. We all
Yes.
develop our importance because we
Right.
earned that, right?
Right.
But this is the wisdom. That's why I believe that immigrant women can execute it very well, because women,
Mm.
they usually, the way I see that, we have less ego. We have less when we
Yes.
accomplish things, because we are caring, because we are driven by love to our children.
Mm.
That's how God created us. So it's it's easier for us to build relationship. We are masters at building relationship. I believe that we
Yes.
are better than building relationship than gentlemen, because we sincerely lead with love. We are
Yes.
trained by raising our children, so it's not really somebody is good or somebody is bad. I mean, we just have that skill and talent, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's how Immigrant Women in Business was born. For many different reasons. One is my personal story, because I could tell I developed a network, and that's what my mentors kept telling me. Svetlana, you're helping those women anyways. You're helping a lot of immigrants. Why don't you start the organization? In
Okay.
my head, I was, first of all, why would I start by myself? It would be boring.
Yeah.
Right? So I need to bring 100 people like me. And that's how Immigrant Women in Business was born.
That is amazing. You know, you said so much that a lot of times us women don't understand the power that we wield. A lot of times we let life situations, I shouldn't say we let, but life situations tend to, you know, push us down and things like that. But for immigrant women who are listening or will be listening as time goes on, please tell us something, including myself, tell us something that will make us fearless, that will make us remember the kind of power that God has given us. I find I because I deal with women a lot, I find that sometimes we actually willingly want to sit on our power. So please help us, give us some words or some inspiration of why we need to get up and move with our dreams.
It's basic principles of life, right? You
Mm.
don't need to be smart. You don't need to be PhD. That's why I love leadership in Canada. In reality, in order to be successful in life, happy in life, really, that's what success today. New Rich is happy. Um, you don't need to be super clever, super smart. You need to just surround yourself with positive minded people,
Mm-hmm.
which why I think it's very inspirational because it costs nothing.
It
I
costs
mean, it
nothing.
costs nothing. You go and network with people. And I mean, of course, you go to networking events, there'll be 50 people. Not all of them would be your friends, but
Yes.
from 50, 100, that's how I build my network. From 50 people who I get in a room,
Mm-hmm.
one, two, or three. That's how you slowly build your network. Those people,
Yes.
they're positive, they're driven. Maybe they're immigrants as well, because this way you share the same story. They
Mm-hmm.
understand where you're coming from, and
Mm-hmm.
that's how you build your network. And that network, we know that it's in all the inspirational quotes. Your network is your net worth,
Right. Right.
and that's what's available in Canada. I think this is one of the simple inspirational actions we all can take.
Mm-hmm.
So that, because I know that people, it's tough, it's difficult, this and that, but I mean, again, there's not, you don't need to be smart, you don't need to pay, you don't need to again get funding for that. You just need to get your beautiful body off your chair and go and meet people.
I
I
like
think this
that.
is inspiration on its own to live in this country and have an ability to do that. And
You know, Svetlana, you made it so simple. You don't need to be smart. You don't need funding. You don't just take your beautiful body and go out there and network. And that's the key word, because sitting in one place is not going to bring you the success that you need. Let's face it, difficulties are part of life. There's no getting out of it. Difficulties are part of life. So, as you're saying, maybe there's a woman out there who say, "Oh, but I'm not smart. Oh, but I'm an immigrant." Of course, sometimes life hits us hard, and we tend to wallow in that type of thing. We tend to, please hit us again with hit us with another advice, so that if there's a woman out there who, through no fault of hers, is drowning in sorrow, is drowning on self-doubt, is drowning in shame, which it goes on all the time, please hit us with it. Svetlana, tell me what to do, because
so
maybe.
don't give up no matter what. I mean,
Mhm.
this is, I believe that for mothers, it's, we just owe to our children. I mean, a
Mhm.
lot of immigrants, I find, including myself, when I was going through my first marriage, and a lot of immigrants I mean, let's talk to immigrants in Canada and the United States. We deal with a lot of them. And then I get it. I mean, we bring our husbands often, and those husbands, they bring different culture to this country.
Yes.
In other cultures, that's okay to abuse the woman, because
Mhm.
in reality, half of the women around the world, they don't have basic human rights. In
Yes.
Canada, we do. So a lot of us, we go through a beautiful process.
Mhm.
It might be painful, of course. You go through divorce, but if your abusive husband chose to keep abusing you in this country, it's up to you to step up and take your human rights, because in this country they are available. And again, it costs nothing.
I like that. Let's remind the women again that abuse is not acceptable. Get up, ask for help, and it's free. Please hit them with it.
Yes, and it might be easy to say, but I mean, again, I can only simplify the message. I mean, nobody was helping me while I was doing it. I stepped up for myself, but I do recognize that's why Immigrant Women in Business was born as a nonprofit organization. I
Mhm.
understand that I was born in Russia. I was trained. I'm very disciplined. I'm a hardcore woman who can do a lot of things, right? I mean, my
Mhm.
father is a very strong leader. My mother gave me so much love. I graduated university. I do recognize that some people, they're lacking skills, and they're lacking maybe that love that was given to me by my parents. I
Right.
get it. So that's why people like us, we step up. We understand. I mean, we can do a lot of things, But part of what we do, I feel that we owe to ourselves to help those people who were not fortunate to have parenting like maybe yours and mine,
Mhm.
or maybe they're not fortunate to get university education. Maybe it's difficult for them to have 4 kids and they come here without speaking a word of English.
Mhm.
It's more difficult. I had one child. I have one child, but I clearly see when people have 3, 4 kids and when
Yes,
they're single parents, it is tough.
very tough.
It was easier for me. I had one, but go
Mhm.
deal with 4 when you're a single mother. It's easy to say, "Oh, okay, let me leave my abusive husband with 4 children."
Where are you going?
Yeah, well, where are you going, right? I mean, with one you can figure it out. Maybe you can ask your friends to stay in their house, right? But with 4, I mean, most of the people they. So again, the word of inspiration, the solutions are always there. Stick to your network, reach out to people, and yes, I mean, don't give up on your spirit, right? All the solutions are there. I mean, go to people, go to your tribe, go to the network of people who would just do anything to help you. Immigrant Women in Business is one of those networks where people they can come to us, and we'll always find a way to help them.
Awesome. So, a lot of times, even with the 4 children, maybe the abuse, the husband doesn't understand you, you don't understand him, the children are growing, they have their needs. What you're saying is you can't give up. You must hold on to your dream. The dream, you cannot give up on it. But to make the dream come true, what you're saying is that find somebody who will support you. You're not just saying get up and leave your husband, leave your home. But what you're saying is find a network that will support you. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Yes. I mean, that network would have all the available resources for you,
Mhm.
including babysitting services when you need to go somewhere. You need to find a better job. You need to find the funding for your business. In the reality, you can buy a lot of things, but you cannot buy people who would genuinely want to help each other.
Mhm.
And this is the value of building sincere relationship, and again, the power of surrounding yourself only with positive people and
Mhm.
supportive network. And it's available in Canada. That's why when we grow in this country, we get that feeling of happiness, and we want to
Mhm.
give that happiness to other people. But
Mhm.
again, none of the people who I know who became happy or rich in numbers and in happiness, for me that's the most important, they did it by themselves.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
number one, it's always I've never met people who are lazy and became and earn being happy anywhere in the world. You have to work very hard,
Mhm.
and I believe that for immigrants it's not an option for them.
No.
I mean, they have to work very hard, because I mean, our kids, it could be a different story. I mean, we already accumulated capital. We can already help them to fund their businesses, which is good and bad, right? But again, for us, I think it's a gift being an immigrant. I think it's a gift
Oh,
living in
wow.
this country, being a woman. Again, look at the women around the world.
Wow.
Traveled, lived in different countries. I lived in Abu Dhabi. I mean, what was many years ago, but
Mhm.
it clearly hit me. It was 30 years ago that being rich has nothing to do with being happy.
Yes,
You
yes,
want to live in a
yes.
country where you have all the wealth in the world and you have zero basic human rights for women, when you're not allowed to drive or open the business, right?
Mm.
So in Canada, we have a gift. And my message to all the women, especially immigrants, I think it's a blessing to be an immigrant, especially when you came here and you cannot go back. It's
Mhm.
a gift, because now you have to make it no matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you just go, you progress. So that's why when you hear people saying, "Oh, immigrants they build this economy." Yes, they are, because in the first couple of years
Tell them.
they have to move so
Svetlana,
fast.
Svetlana, tell them.
They have to work so hard. But I mean, it's beautiful gift. That's what
Yes.
allows us to earn our charisma, to look
Awesome.
at those challenges as an opportunities, because we have no other choice. It's
So what you're
beautiful.
saying, so Svetlana, what you're saying is that not having a choice isn't exactly a bad thing, because It's like, yeah, now you're here, you have 4 children, your husband probably doesn't even
Of course.
understand what's
I mean,
going on.
it's
This is
again, I look
no,
at it, of course, I jumped through all that, I lived through all that. To me, I look at it as a gift. Thank you. That's how I looked at all the women today, especially who end up being in Canada. Thank you. We went through abuse. We went through living in countries with no rights for women. It's all those challenges. They allow us to be who we are today. People like me
yes,
and you. We live
yes.
through happiness. We live through inspiration. But all those challenges, take it, because God gave it to women to and grant them today where we are today, especially in Canada, to earn that, to own it, and to capitalize and to move it forward. Because
Oh,
all those challenges, they made us stronger. And now
wow.
it's the time for women. It's a
Now it's time for women. So
beautiful
nobody's
right now for
saying,
women.
so you're not denying the fact that we go through hardships and depression and all that. But what you're saying is get off your, you know what,
Yes.
because there's only success on the other side of what you're going through. There is only success on the other side of the depression, the loneliness, the hunger, the abuse, but it's up to you. It's not up to anybody else. It's up to you. Be the person who creates your own better path. Correct? Is that what you're saying
It's
to us?
absolutely 100% correct. There's no problems. Problems, it's when you may be in Syria and there is a war. There's a problem, right? Because nothing you can do about it. All those people who would challenges that people go through, financial hardship, loss of job, loss of whatever, it's not a problem, it's a challenge. It's a God-given blessing. It's an opportunity for you to grow. So if you look at the challenge as an opportunity to grow, you're good to go. And that's one and only way to look at that, because that's what is going to make you you. Through all those challenges, I mean, God is giving you the direction to find your purpose. So if you're going to go through those challenges, so look at you, thank you very much. You fail in your business, thank you very much. This is the learning lesson. Okay, my next one will be better. I learned something about it. So you go, you move, and this is how you find your purpose in life.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So Svetlana, you said in the beginning that you have other business, a bigger for-profit business. What is that business and what is it about?
It's a full spectrum social, the business in a social impact field.
Okay.
Social impact, you know that we live today in an economy which is a purpose-driven economy. We entered conscious capitalism finally, where all the business people, all the leaders, they come together to make a difference in the world.
Okay.
Right? That's a big story around that, but this is why we came out from retirement to make a difference in the world.
I like that.
Yeah.
So you went into retirement and you came back to make a difference in the world. So I like the message there. You didn't just retire and go and sit there and drink coffee and feel good. And
That's how you get depressed. Yeah. Money is totally irrelevant. Often people, they just focus on money. It's totally irrelevant. When you do nothing, that's it. When you're not progressing every day, when you're not facing challenges and taking risks, starting businesses, getting moving forward in a progress, your life coach, it's not going this way, then you're going that way. I mean, there's no in the middle. Often people, that's one of the reasons also why Immigrant Women in Business was born, because people, they think that they're in the middle. Guess what? When I talked to them 20 years after I didn't talk to them, because I said, I'm going that way. Are you coming with me? We have to work really hard, right? They said, no, I'll stay here. 20 years later, when I start talking to them, Anna, I couldn't find words to talk to them. I had nothing to talk to them about. I said, what? I mean, you're the person?
Are you the same person?
Like you were 20 years ago, right? So, but again, it's all good. It's always the time to start. It's always today.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I mean, there are people who opened their company at the age of 47. You know who those people are.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Walton, he founded Walmart, right? Mm-hmm. It's never late, right? It's always today. We always can start tomorrow, right? It's all good. But, I mean, you better move. You better move each and every day. And Again, the inspiration for today: massive action. You gotta you gotta move. I mean, you cannot move just in your mind. You
Mhm.
have to move by acting, by building relationship with people each and every day. And
Mhm.
it's a basic definition of success in life and in business: building relationship, providing value. And each and
Brilliant.
every person who comes to Canada, you have Canadian experience, you don't have Canadian experience, it's irrelevant. Each and every person has value.
I
Even
like that.
if they end up coming to this country, they're already amazing people. They took the risk. They
Mm.
left the country. They don't speak the language. They left their religion. They left their family. They left their culture. They already took massive risk on themselves.
Mm.
So, but again, when you land to this country, you have to be very smart here. You have to move because this country can comfort you, right? Oh, you
Yes.
don't need to work. Take this, take
Uh-huh.
that. Let me help you out. No,
Mhm.
no. The definition of success: taking risk, move fast, no settling. No settling. And I see people doing often. That's kind of. I mean, it's not good for anybody.
I
Don't do.
like that. I like that. Basically, when we sum up this interview, what you're saying is that yes, we acknowledge that you came away, you left your family, you dropped everything, and you came. Sometimes, no thinking that it's going to be all what's the word they're looking for? Roses and stuff. Then it hits you. First, you have to deal with immigration, then emotional and mental issues because it's a new society that you have to adjust to. But what Svetlana is saying to us today, that the fact that you got up and left everything and came here is an opportunity. What Svetlana is telling us today is that being an immigrant in Canada is a blessing. What Svetlana is saying to us today, that yes, you can feel sorry for yourself and everything, but that's not going to put food on the table. That's not going to put a roof over your head. You should get up in tears sometimes and go out and find positive people who will support you, who will encourage you, who will push you forward. What Svetlana is telling us today is that don't be lazy because Canada is a beautiful country. You'll be supported, you'll be given food, a place to live. But the question you should ask yourself is that all you want out of life? Because there's more beauty out there. So, Svetlana, within the next 2 minutes, we're done. Give us a last heavy message so that when we remember you, we strap our boots and we move forward.
I would stick to basic. Again, people go to people. Never give up on your dreams. I mean, Canada is a gift to universe. You can have anything you want in this country. Work very hard, love people, never settle. If you feel comfortable getting up in the morning and you don't feel excited, or maybe even basic one, when you wake up in the morning and your goals not excite you, or you're not even often, I mean, that's a great way to be in the morning when you get up and you have no idea how you're going to accomplish that goal. That's where you want to be. You want to be not at least comfortable as possible in this country.
Yes, yes.
Comfort has nothing to do with success. Constant, you have to be constantly challenging yourself, body, mind, and spirit. And I would end that that temple is your temple. You have to look after that. You have to look after your health. There are a bunch of health modalities. Use them. You have to exercise your spirit. You have to exercise your brain. For people who just start moving forward on progress, you have to invest in yourself at least 15 minutes of brain exercise every day. I mean, if you don't have today mentors, get them. If you need mentors, ask me. I'll give you beautiful mentors who will do anything to get you, move you forward. So, but exercise this, exercise your body. There's no excuse. You have to go to the gym, or whatever you do. You have to do physical training. You have to do cardio training. Even if you get all the success in the world, I mean, if your body is not in shape, You're not going to play soccer with your grandchildren.
It's called no.
All the money. No. So the success is in consistency. It's a consistent effort over
Consistency.
do it every day. I remember I was I didn't speak English when I came to this country, but every day I would put it in my headsets, right? All the motivational speakers, right? Because you want to learn from I learned English from listening
Yes.
to smart to people who are positive, enthusiastic, who are that's how I learned the language, right? So learn from positive people, exercise your mind, body, and spirit, improve each and every day, and they're all equally important. And you are the most important person in the world. And a lot of women, they suffer because they give a lot. When you're in the right direction. When you wake up in the morning, you look at your mirror. It's not your children, it's not your husband, it's you is the most important person in the world after God. Obviously God comes first.
Yes.
So we get on the knees and we are humble and we are grateful for the universe right in the morning. But then if you don't feel like you're the most important person in the world, you keep working on yourself, because once you get that, once you love yourself more than anybody in the world, that's where success comes.
It's over.
Your leadership.
Once you love yourself, it's over. It's over, because nothing anybody says gets to you. You're focused. You're going in the right direction. Like you said, you're going this way and not that way. Svetlana, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Mwah.
Thank you, Anna. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. And let's work together to make this world a better place. I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely, because we're on the right path. We've been given the energy. And so let's keep going. Let's do what we have to do. Ladies and gentlemen, for anybody watching the show, stay tuned. We're coming back within 10 minutes with another powerful woman. Today is Inspiration Saturday. And it's been Svetlana Ratnikova, founder of Immigrant Women in Business, and so many other things. Svetlana, keep the fire burning, and we'll talk soon. Stay blessed.